Thank you, Jonathan. Good evening, everybody. My name is Mark Rupert. I am the creator of the 48-Hour Film Project. I've come up from Washington, D.C. today. Thank you. Connecticut filmmakers have a long history of great films within the 48, and I just had to be with you tonight. And I am so excited by the energy at this event and what Jonathan and the entire team has put together. It's really a testament to them and to all of you. So, without further ado, I want to introduce Lorna James Rodriguez. She is the current city producer for the New Haven 48-Hour Film Project, which will be returning in July. But the reason that she and I are here is to honor Trish Clark, the 48-Hour Film Project city producer for New Haven for 13 years. Many of you know her. She is Mrs. Film within the state of Connecticut and has really done a tremendous job organizing the 48 year after year, shepherding all of you who have done it in making your films, and we're just so honored to be able to present this award. Lorna, let me hand this to you. And
So, behalf of the film festival that we are here today to honor Trish, and for your 13 years of dedication to the 48-Hour Film Fest and to the film industry in Connecticut, we are giving you this award today. Trish did an amazing job. She ran the film festival for the last 13 years. I have the honor of taking over from her this year, so this is my first year. And I'm so grateful for the legacy that she left behind, for all the help and support she gave me this year as my first year. So I'm so grateful, and I'm so proud of the work she's done and all that she has done for filmmaking in Connecticut.
I just want to say thank you to Lorna and to Mark, who I've known for 13 years. But yes, I run the 48-Hour Film Project here in New Haven, in Connecticut. It was an honor to be the person that they picked. They had some other choices, and I said, no, New Haven is the cultural capital and the artistic capital of Connecticut, so that's why it's out in New Haven. And I'm glad that I've had a lot of your filmmakers are here, have taken part, and New Haven's 48 films have gone on to screen at Cannes more than once, and we've gone on to Sundance. So we have a pretty good legacy, and Lorna's going to keep it going.
Yeah.
And you can see the top 3 films, I believe,
Yes.
later tonight.
Yes.
If you want, you can go see the top 348 films from this year screening later tonight. And hopefully you can take part in the 48 next summer in July. Be on the lookout. All right. Thank you very much.
There you go. All right. Hi, everyone. Mike Furman here. As an AD, I know we're running behind schedule. I'm going to try to make the day, but also as an AD, I love hearing the sound of my own voice. So I'm going to talk for about 4 minutes and 36 seconds-ish. I'm honored, I'm humbled to be here today to present an award to somebody that I respect as a colleague, but also has become a dear friend of mine over the last few years. My name is Mike Furman. I'm a filmmaker based out of New Milford, Connecticut. I worked in Georgia. I lived in LA for a decade, but as the saying goes in a famous movie, I forget the title, there's no place like home. So I came home because there's absolutely no place like Connecticut, and the turnout here absolutely proves that. So let's hear it. Good old nutmeg steak, gotta love it. All right, I keep a production office in New Milford, and the fact that I've been able to work on some very real projects alongside some extremely talented Connecticut locals, all of it in my own backyard. It's absolutely wild. If you can't tell, I'm very passionate about filmmaking. I'm also very passionate about my town and community. And our mayor coined a catchphrase that's actually very well known even to legislators through the Hartford Capitol. He calls New Milford the best town in the USA. And I'm going to take it one step further to say that New Milford is actually the most film-friendly town in the USA. Just in the last several years, Holly Jolly, A Stage of Twilight, and Founders Day were filmed there. Now let's talk about productions that I was actually hired on. I AD'd The Thursday Night Club and Summer House, which wraps this past summer, starring Malcolm McDowell. Rob Zombie shot some of Halloween 2 there. Wes Craven, My Soul to Take. Over the years, Tim Allen, Keanu Reeves, Blake Lively, Winona Ryder, Jerry Seinfeld, Daniel Day-Lewis, Winona Ryder again, because town is so great. Peter Gallagher, William Sadler, the list goes on. Many of these projects and stars filming on the same street right outside the Bank Street Theater, the century-old cinema that I was working at in high school and sitting in the box office, literally watching Adam Sandler as they filmed Mr. Deeds about 10 yards away from me. And that's really what kicked off this whole thing. What other town in Connecticut has that IMDb page? That's absolutely ridiculous, right? And of course, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention my feature film debut as a director, Candlewood. Thank you very much. And yeah, it'll be on the streaming platform probably in a month or two. You should totally follow us on Facebook, and then you'll know all about it. It's just absolutely crazy that I made my own movie in my own hometown as a professional, like a real movie. It's a 1 in a million chance that happens. Even Hollywood can't write a script like that, right? So the timing of this presentation also couldn't be more perfect because we're going to be filming in New Milford, go figure, again on Monday, featuring a 2-time Oscar nominee with a producer and director of legendary status. I can't give you any information about them, but they made a horror movie where the feature prop was a saw. You may have heard of it. I don't know. But that's 8 feature films in 5 years. There are several on the radar. I'm really excited. You'll just have to wait to hear all about that. All of it possible because the most film-friendly mayor, who is one of the few that I've ever met that actually invites productions, invites people like us with open arms to take over their town. I'm dropping a honey wagon on Main Street in -2 days. You don't do that in most towns, but you do it in New Milford. Absolutely amazing. And the guy has even put forward policies and legislation in his town to make it that much easier for productions to come in, while others are actively trying to keep us away because we can be a little bit of a pain. But without any further ado, New Milford is indeed the greatest town in the USA. It has become what feels like the best backlot in all of Connecticut, and all thanks to this very special man who we are presenting as the best mayor of the year in Connecticut for supporting the film and television industry. Ladies and gentlemen, Mayor Pete Bass.
Evening, everybody. I thought these were film production people. Good evening, everybody. There we go. All right. So I want to thank everybody for this wonderful award. Just real quickly, I can't thank you enough, Jonathan. I actually was listening in on your panel. It was very interesting to hear what you had to say. And a big thing is networking. So I'm going to network real quick for a couple of minutes. We are the best town in the USA. I can say that right now. If you haven't been to New Milford, check it out. Google it, and you'll see how beautiful our town is. We're the largest landmass town in the state. Lots of different places, lots of different locations. We have great people. The town itself embraces your business. We are also hopefully going to be the 6th cultural district in the state of Connecticut, and we know how important the arts is. It's an economic driver for our town and for Connecticut. I want to thank you for this award. It's truly amazing. Come up to New Milford, say hi. Our town hall is on Main Street. Roger Sherman, if you don't know who he is, that's our town hall. He signed all 5 articles of the Declaration. Come right up the first door. I'm the first door on the left. Come on in and say hi. Love to see you, talk to you. Come on and bring your business to the best town in the USA. Thank you, everybody.
So, Big B. Photo op.
None of this could have been done without a lot of people caring about a lot of things in the state. And I had a great opportunity, to move here, come here, and meet a very inspirational woman that really listened with her heart, a whole heart, and really enjoyed the filmmaking process and wanted to support filmmaking in the state, not only in her district, but also in the state. And it's something that matters to all of us, jobs and opportunities to reflect on the communities. And it was funny because, I spoke to our wonderful lobbyist, the former Speaker of the House, Jim Amon, and his partner, Michael Rell, which he is currently sitting here. And they said, listen, there are a few people in the legislature and body here that really care. And so it really made me happy to hear, hey, why don't you meet with this wonderful representative? She is the co-chair of the Finance Committee. And I'm like, oh gosh, I'm nervous. Financing, oh boy, that's the entire state. But when I got to meet Chairwoman Maria Horn, and she listened to us, and we kept knocking at her door with a big heart, with big ears, she paid attention. She cared not only about what we were doing in the communities, but cared about what we were doing statewide and how it affected the finances and opportunities for jobs. And the other thing that I thought was interesting that I believed in, and Maria, and I want to call Maria, but Representative Horn, is that she cared about every single person in her community, not only in her district, but the entire state. She gave us the time. The reason why we're here, guys, is because she inspired us to keep pushing. And when we testified on the tax credit, she listened. And being the co-chair of the Finance Committee meant a lot to us as filmmakers, as people that are creatives in the arts. So, unfortunately, she's not here, but we were going to present the best lawmaker of the year to Representative Maria Horn. So give it up for someone that really cared a lot about our community and us as an industry. So I'm going to have, unfortunately she's not here, so I'm going to have my wife, Lauren Black, come on up. She's going to accept the award on behalf of us, not only with the Film and TV Alliance, but also from Chair 10 and also everybody in this community to represent someone that cared a lot. And unfortunately she could not be here, but I know if she was, she would have a big heart and give us a big hug and say, you know what, I really believe in every one of you. So thank you, and thank you for Representative Horn for your support. Thank you. Okay, so are you ready for the finale? Are you ready? Okay, now, everyone knows in this industry, what do we do? We're always in front of the camera, behind the camera. You want to be in front of the camera? Come on down.